Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people are saying that temper tantrums are up since the pandemic, and they're saying it's the stress of the pandemic, but I don't know if I'm fully buying that. Prior to the pandemic, we saw an awful lot of temper tantrums even then. These are just Americans that are rude, and this is just who they are. I have seen my entire life adults even get mad like children. This is just who they are. So, this is the Wall Street Journal, September 16th, 2021. So, restaurant servers, airline workers, and customer service trackers report a wave of blowups rooted in the pandemic related stress. Wow. September 16th, 2021. So, they have tracked these temper tantrums all around the country. And it says it seems as if more people have a short fuse lately. If you notice this, you're not wrong. A lot of people are noticing this, not only here in America, but around the world. So, this is according to restaurant servers, airline workers, and customer service trackers who said they've seen a wave of tantrums at home, at work, and out in public. Many of us admit to blow ups, which we soon regret. Mm-mm-mm. So, ladies and gentlemen, companies that track consumer behavior are observing an unusually high level of crankiness and dissatisfaction. Customer satisfaction is at the lowest level since 2005. It tracks the behavior of 300,000 consumers across 46 industries. Wary consumers are, demanding, and companies may not have the resources to provide all the products and services they were able to have full access to before. Remember, there's a worker shortage, and now people are waiting longer for services that usually, you would go in and out of the store. It's not like that anymore. Or you're going to a restaurant that's shorthanded, it may take longer for your server to come to your table with food. And then, of course, we always got the people out here railing against any type of mandates. So it's been crazy. I guess I understand why so many people are resigning. It's crazy out here. So, ladies and gentlemen, the pandemic has caused product shortages, labor shortages, and a supply problem. The gap between supply and demand, combined with unusually high levels of stress, is generating friction that sometimes result in aggressive interaction. Airlines have said, this is what they said, this has been a real hot topic with airlines. The Federal Aviation Administration has initiated more than 750 investigations related to unruly passengers so far this year, compared with 146 in 2019. Wow, that's a big difference. 750 and 146. Wow, that is a big difference. Restaurant staff say they are seeing more patrons act out. A recent poll of food service workers, including servers, bartenders, and hostess, found that 80% say they either witnessed or experienced hostile behavior over, safety measures that they have to take now. According to a May survey of more than 2,000 workers. Mm-mm-mm. So, a nonprofit advocacy group and the University of California, Berkeley Food Labor Research Center reports of poor treatment, range from rudeness to sexual harassment to sparring over mask policies. And this is reported in a recent survey. So, wow. So, pre pandemic, normally you'd get one confrontation a week. They said that was really the norm back in 2019, one confrontation per week. So they went from that, it has gone up a lot since then. So, one waitress to say, she has experienced a lot of insults all summer long from customers demanding to know why a table wasn't available to them and why a cup of coffee didn't come out sooner. So I guess they don't care about the worker shortage. I mean, this is the kind of stuff you're going to run into if you are out there. I mean, I guess some people think they're going to have the same service they had in 2019. That is just not going to happen. That's not going to happen. So if you want to dine out, then you're going to have to be patient. And if you don't have the patience, don't go in there. I don't think it's right for you to disrupt everybody's dinner because you're upset that your coffee didn't come out fast enough. I mean, come on. Tensions are spilling into other workplaces. Jessica Carlson, director of supply chain operations in Washington, D.C., she said recently snapped at her boss and threatened to quit. So, this is somebody that's employed that's threatening to walk out. Frustrations of viral communication with her coworkers provided the immediate spark, but the pandemic stress has been wearing on her for months. For me to go to my boss hysterically crying and saying I'm quitting is, so she said this is out of her character. But this is what's happening lately with a lot of people that are overworked. So her boss pretty much understood and said everybody has their moment. They need to vent. So she was lucky. The pandemic's emotional toll is especially hard to absorb because people, you just can't rely on other people on the job like you could before because so many people are quitting. Before you would have certain people you could lean on for help. You don't have that so much anymore. So she says crowds and masks have made workouts less appealing, and visit to the beauty salon is harder to schedule because of the space restriction. And Anthony Villain, he's a sales director in Arlington, Virginia, said he yelled at his wife recently after a home renovation snafu. So I guess people are just snapping everywhere at home on the streets. But I do notice, especially in the airline stories that have come out, you really do notice it. Okay, so arguments are more frequent, and I guess people are just going to have to understand because the situation in America is not going to change. It's not going to change. I mean, you're going to have a short fuse all through 2022, 2023. This is not going to change. But y'all, please tell me what you think. I think some of it is pandemic related, but some of these people, they've always had bad tempers. I mean, let's be real. We've seen this for many years, especially if you're an adult. There's no way you got to adulthood and you did not see people have temper tantrums. And many of these folks, and like I said before, they have tantrums like children. They do. They're grown people falling apart worse than children. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.